Christmas, birthdays, Easter, even visits from the Tooth Fairy. As a little kid, I always loved those special days of the year when you wake up knowing you might be getting a present. Today, I was a little kid all over again, and the present couldn't have been better.
Deprived circumstances you live in, Sam.
It's even bigger than I remember.
Come on, let's get your bags. Everyone's dying to see you. Look what the cat's dragged in.
Hey! Hey!
Welcome. Nice to see you.
Wow! Welcome back to our humble little home.
Yeah, and great it is to be here.
Even though it's neither humble nor little.
Either way, our home is your home for as long as you want.
Well, that depends on the famous Mr. Sharon.
What would you like to drink?
Or something to eat.
Oh, no, thank you. I think we desperately need to crash.
It's been 36 hours since we left home and neither one of us has slept a wink.
My brain is mush.
I'll show you to your rooms. You can sleep your heads off tonight, and then we can start rehearsing first thing in the morning.
That gives us 3 whole days to become perfect.
Not just perfect, better than perfect.
So what's this Sharon guy like anyway?
I don't know. I've only met his assistant, Greta.
So wasn't he in the studio for the first audition?
Nope, he watched it online in his office.
Wait, so you mean we've flown all the way over here to audition for a guy you haven't even met? Well, how do we know if he's any good? How do we know he even exists?
Stop whinging, will you? We're here. We have an audition. A big-time producer is really interested in us. What could be better?
What could be better is that he actually signs us.
And he will, when we knock him out with our brilliance. Lucy, you're in here. Jack, you're next door.
Oh, I can't get over having my own room in a castle. It's like turning into a fairy princess.
Oh, wow, okay, you can speak for yourself. I can live with auditioning for a guy nobody's ever even met, but I draw the line at turning into a fairy princess.
I'm so glad you guys are both here. I've really missed you.
Me too.
Not me. No, I am a world unto myself. Ow.
Hey, stranger. What brings you here?
Nothing better to do. So I thought I'd come and annoy you.
Oh, well, this kind of annoyance, I think I can handle. So what's with the outfit?
I'm doing a charity gig to raise funds for the hospital. And I wondered if you'd like to come on a bike ride tomorrow. I thought my local baron might want to support me.
Well, how could I refuse such a chance to serve my subjects?
Great. So here's your outfit.
Cool. So how far's the ride?
200 kilometers.
What? Mia, that's not a bike ride. That's a life sentence.
It's okay. We're given 3 days to ride it, and I've already done the first 160.
Wow. Impressive.
It wasn't that hard. And I didn't break any records.
So it's just the last 40 Ks, yeah?
That's it. At a nice, relaxed pace.
Gotcha.
Think you can manage?
Oh, absolutely. Although, just to be sure, I should probably pack some rope in case I need you to tow me.
Okay, good.
It was so good to play with Jack and Lucy in person instead of on the other end of a computer. And I couldn't believe how easily we slipped straight into a groove. A couple more rehearsals like this under our belts and we'll be right on the money. Only a head-on with a freight train could throw us off course now. I think the freight train's just arrived and its name is Lily. What's the problem?
Sorry, but we've had a call from the houses down the valley. They're complaining about the loud music.
They can hear us all the way down there.
It's the prevailing wind. Normally it's not a problem, but when the wind changes like today, sounds from up here can carry for miles.
Did they not realize they're getting a free concert from one of the greatest contemporary bands around? In fact, you know, they're lucky we're not making them pay for the privilege.
We're lucky they didn't threaten to sue us for noise pollution.
It's okay, Lily. We'll find somewhere else. Don't want to upset the neighbors.
problem is that we're about to have every customer in the cafe demand their money back unless you guys put a sock in it.
Well, we have to rehearse somewhere.
I'm sorry, I didn't design the place. It's not my fault the acoustics in here are like 900 years old.
What? So you mean the original builders didn't foresee the invention of the electric guitar? What kind of Dummkopfs were they in the 12th century?
Okay, we hear what you're saying. Hey, I don't suppose you could give us a hand with our gear?
Oh, sorry, no. I've got to get on my baronial bike. The local hospital is counting on me. We aristocrats have big responsibilities, you know?
Ben, being responsible.
I know, it's hard to believe. I call it the Mia influence.
3, 2, 1, right on time.
What else did you expect?
Oh, I see you came prepared for emergencies.
Actually, I know this great little spot that's not too far from the finish line, so I thought we could have lunch there after the race.
Cool.
Okay, let's get the show on the road. The sooner we finish, the sooner we can eat.
No one's gonna hear us down here.
Oh, are we sure these dungeons are safe? This roof's not gonna cave in or anything, right?
Jack, this roof's been here since before the white settlers colonized Australia.
Yeah, that's my point.
Relax, Jack. This castle stood up to wars, revolutions, plagues. I'm pretty sure it can survive a simple band rehearsal.
Okay, I'm only asking.
Good. Now, can we please get on with it?
Yes.
I'm sure, Frau Kretzmer, that you'll find our castle to be the perfect place for your yoga classes. Peace, tranquility, surrounded by nature. You couldn't ask for a more serene setting. Would you excuse me a moment?
Marcus, you're not gonna say what I think you're gonna say, are you?
Sorry, Sam, but the sound from down here travels through all the pipes of the castle's old heating system. You can hear it in every room.
Oh, great. Good, so we're being upstaged by a bunch of 19th century plumbers.
It's a pain, I know, but I'm trying to convince this yoga lady about a wonderfully peaceful environment and...
Marcus, it's okay. I think we get the picture.
But if balconies are out and rooms are out and cellars are out, where can we rehearse?
Okay, I know what you're thinking. I've known Jack and Lucy have been coming for 2 weeks now, so why not do the obvious thing and organize a rehearsal space beforehand? Well, just have a look around. I mean, seriously, this place is huge. I never thought for a second that I'd have a problem finding somewhere to rehearse here. Hey, Marcus, you know that portable generator in the shed? Does it still work?
I think so. Why? Are you sure this is gonna work?
It has to work. We've run out of other options.
What about the town hall? They have a concert room.
Which is booked today and tomorrow. The school hall's being used for play rehearsals. The football club rooms are being rebuilt. There's nothing.
Oh, don't fret, Sam. It's perfectly understandable.
Yeah, although it would help if we knew where we were going. I mean, since when does being in a band require a forced march through hostile jungle?
So how does this charity thing work?
I get as many sponsors as I can, and they pay me so much per kilometer.
How much will you raise altogether?
Nearly 500 euro.
Wow, that's amazing.
Provided I finish within the time and I ride the full 200 kilometers. Everyone gets one of these fitted on their bikes, so that we can't cheat.
Oh, but, I mean, what if you do cheat? Or miss the time limit?
Then the organizers won't take your money.
Yeah, I bet if I put my mind to it, I can find a flaw somewhere.
Don't you dare, or I'll never speak to you again.
Hey, where are you going?
Eat my dust, cowboy.
That's not fair.
Okay, it's going. Give it a try.
Okay, Marcus, we'll do. Testing. 1, 2. We're all go, Marcus. Ready to rock.
Okay, then what are you waiting for?
2, 3, 4.
Words don't come easy, being with you. Try as I might, they fail. Life don't last forever, and this atmosphere
set a fast pace there, Miss Mia.
I thought you liked challenges.
Only once did I win. That was hard work.
Not to worry, it's only a few kilometers to go.
Oh, is that all? I was just getting warmed up.
Really?
Really? Now it's my turn to challenge. Let's hit the finish line in style.
Hey, you cheat!
Eat my dust, cowgirl! No!
Leave me breathless, leave me breathless.
Sorry, guys.
Marcus, you're not going to say what I think you're going to say, are you?
I'm sorry, Sam.
Marcus, you can't be serious. Don't tell me the birds are complaining. I won't believe you.
It's not the birds. It's the bird watchers. Sorry. Is it really bad?
No worse than your elbow by the look of it.
What an idiot. If I'd been looking where I was going, none of this would have happened. At least it's not too far to the finish. Do you think you can make it?
I can, but I'm not sure about my bike.
I think we might be in luck. The bike looks all right. Uh-oh.
What?
Chain's broken.
Perfect.
Hey, this thing on your bike that measures the distance, we can just transfer it across to my bike. I mean, there's no rule that says you have to do all 200K on the same bike, is there?
No. No, Ben, you're brilliant.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that, but yeah, you can say it. Your trusty repairman will transfer this gizmo and have you on your way in seconds. Then again, maybe he won't.
I'm so sorry, guys. I had no idea things would be this difficult.
Let's forget about the days and rehearse at nights, okay? After all, the tourists and yoga ladies and bird watchers have all gone home.
Good idea, Jack.
Don't sound so surprised. Good ideas are in my DNA.
It's just that you hide them so well.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
At least the lunch stuff survives. You feel like something?
Why not?
Pity I didn't bring the rope. We could have organized some of the other riders to tow you. Where are they all anyway?
People can take any road they like. I chose this because it's quiet and we'd have it all to ourselves.
You got that right. Wait a minute. There mightn't be any others. There's me.
Sorry?
Well, as long as that thing on your bike measures the distance and you finish within the time, you're right, right?
Right?
Okay, then. You are going to make the finish, even if it kills me. And there's a very good chance it will. Okay. Rest, pause.
Ben, are you sure you can do that?
No. Oh. While there's life, there's hope.
I wish I could help. I feel so useless.
Don't worry, if this comes off, you're gonna have to spend the next month nursing me back to health.
That would be a pleasure.
So how much further do you think?
About another half K.
Right then, battle stations, everyone.
Sorry to interrupt.
No problem. How are Jack and Lucy?
Sound asleep. Their body clocks will be ticking away on Australian time for a few nights yet. Listen, after today's disasters, I thought I'd better check.
About what?
When the producer comes to see us...
Wait. You'll come here?
His assistant says he prefers to see people in non-professional environments. No studios, no lights, no effects.
He wants to see the real you, right?
Something like that. Anyway, I assumed we could play for him in the courtyard before any tourists arrived. But after my disastrous assumptions about rehearsals, I thought I'd better check. We'll be okay there, won't we?
Sure. It doesn't matter what time you play. The permit will apply to the whole day.
Permit? What permit?
Hey, look! Ben, what's the problem?
Sorry to trouble you, Lily, but I really need a favor.
What kind of favor?
Actually, it's more of a Max kind of favor.
Max. Why Max?
Oh, well, it requires Max's unique combination of transport skills and mechanical dexterity. And seeing as how you said you were spending the day with him, I thought maybe you could put in a good word for me.
Did you really?
Look, I wouldn't ask unless I really needed this, Lily. Honest.
So what is it exactly?
Thanks, Max. You're a champion. I really appreciate this.
No problem. I wanted to take Lily out for a ride anyway, so you gave me the perfect excuse.
So, you think you can fix him okay?
Yeah. Easy.
I'll pay you, of course.
Forget it. You can just do me a favor sometime.
You're on. This is a really great place you've got. I mean, it must be cool having all this space. How far away are your nearest neighbors?
About 2 kilometers.
That's almost antisocial. Doesn't it get a bit lonely?
It's too busy to get lonely. And besides, we've got more than enough company.
So farmers really do talk to their animals then?
And the good thing is, they never argue.
Sam? What are you doing? It's nearly midnight.
I've blown it, Ben. I stuffed up the rehearsals by not checking that the castle was free, and now I've stuffed up the actual audition.
How?
Well, I thought we could just do it here in the castle, but Marcus says that because it's a tourist venue, we can't do musical performances without a council permit.
What about the concert we had here last year?
We had a permit.
So get a permit.
There's no time for that, and there's no time to find another venue either.
You've got 2 days. It doesn't take that long to find someone to sign a bit of paper.
Except Sharon's assistant just texted me. The only time he can see us is tomorrow morning. He flies to New York tomorrow afternoon, and his assistant doesn't know when he'll get the chance to see us again. Jack and Lucy will have wasted their entire trip over here.
Okay, so let's think. Basically, we need to find a place that doesn't require a permit and where noise isn't a problem.
Plus, we need to give a great performance after only 1 rehearsal in 2 months.
I can't help you with that second part, but I think I might be able to help you with the first.
You know a venue?
Oh, well, venue isn't quite the word I'd use. More like a location, really. Oh, and if I were you or Lucy, I definitely wouldn't wear high heels.
Hi.
Oh, thanks so much for coming. Oh, when you said this place was out of the way, you really meant it, didn't you?
Oh, I hope Mr. Sharon won't mind.
Sam, just play well. That's all that matters.
Mr. Sharon, please.
Whenever you're ready, Sam.
Hi, Mr. Sharon. We're really glad you can make it. We hope you like our songs. Okay, guys, it's now or never.
Yes, I know I'm falling when I hear you calling. I can't help but run to your side. Oh, baby, now you leave me breathless, leave me breathless. The oxygen disappears.
looks like our trip to Germany will be shorter than expected.
Sam, Jack, Lucy, thank you for your effort.
No worries.
Playing out here on a farm was a real masterstroke.
It was?
Yeah. It has to be the most boring setting for a musical performance I could possibly imagine.
Oh.
And that's exactly how I like to assess a new band. If you can excite me here, you can excite me anywhere. I think you show great promise.
Really?
Really. I'm looking forward very much to seeing how far that promise can go. Greta will be in touch with you very soon. Bye, guys. Oh. Congratulations.
Thank you. Fantastic, Sam. I knew you could do it. I'll call you next week. Thanks, Greta.
Max, I cannot thank you enough. That's another favor I owe you.
No problem. It was a great excuse to delay marking out the stables.
Stables, huh?
This is the best way to repay Max for letting us use his farm.
There are probably other ways, but this is a good start.
What? Start? You mean there's more than this? You know, we artists have very, very delicate constitutions, you know.
Hey, just think of all the healthy, fresh air and exercise.
Please, could you not mention things like that, okay? I get nauseous at just the sound of them.
Christmas, birthdays, Easter. Like I said, it's always exciting getting a present. But who'd have thought that Santa Claus himself would arrive in the form of my very own brother? Hey, Ben, thanks for organizing this morning.
No worries. Now, quit slacking and get back to work, will you? It's not Christmas, you know.
I never thought that for a second.
What he's done is monstrous. We shouldn't be treated like this. My dog would get more respect than we've had.
You don't have a dog.
Okay, if I had a dog, it would be treated better. A cat, a snake, a worm would all be shown more courtesy than we have.
Come on, Jack, we should at least hear him out.
What? No, nothing this guy can say can possibly excuse what he's put us through. This time, we do the talking.
It's not often Jack gets angry. In fact, I've never seen him angry, ever. The truth is, though, all three of us are upset. It's a long way from the excitement we felt when we first came here a week ago. When a top music producer says he wants to manage your band, you feel flattered, excited, anxious, all at the same time. At least that's how we felt when we met Albert Sharon to hear what plans he had for us.
So, suppose you want to hear what plans I have for you, right?
Yeah, it seems like a pretty good place to start, I guess.
Exactly. So here's the deal. I see you play, I watch the videos. I like what I see, a lot.
Fantastic.
Thanks.
I've arranged some gigs for you over the next week. I get a chance to see you perform in public, and you get a chance to see what I can do for you.
Oh, and what happens then?
Then we meet back here and plan your musical futures.
Incredible.
That sounds great.
Greta?
We have two major firms who are super keen to sponsor you. One is in Hamburg, and the other one is in Frankfurt.
It's nice to be wanted.
The problem is, both sponsors want their cities to be identified with the band.
And that brings me to the other exciting news. Your name.
We used to be called Nasenberg, but we don't have the rights to it anymore.
I know. So, I've had my creative team do some work. They came up with a brilliant concept that suits both cities and will make you guys really stand out from the crowd.
Awesome.
Great.
Your new name is the Frankfurter Hamburgers. Don't you love it? And look at the logo. It's unforgettable.
Yeah, it certainly is that.
But there's more. Show them the tagline, Greta.
The Frankfurter Hamburgers. Music that's good enough to eat.
Isn't that fantastic?
It's, yeah.
I don't want to seem rude, Albert, but are we sure this is the right name for a band?
I know where you're coming from, Jack. And I had the same worry to start with.
Really?
Yeah. We could have gone the other way around and made it the Hamburger Frankfurters. But in the end, we decided that this way has a certain ring to it. Right, Greta?
Exactly right, Albert.
No, what I mean is, isn't calling a band after a couple of food products a little bit, how can I say it?
Awful? Stomach churning.
You have to think outside the square, guys. Just think of the names of the two most famous bands in history. One, the Beatles. Bunch of creepy insects. And two, the Rolling Stones. Collection of old rocks.
Yeah, but they both have a cool factor about them.
Now they do. But when they started out, that's all they were. Insects and rocks.
Albert, I don't know.
Guys, trust me. In a year's time, the Frankfurter Hamburgers will be the coolest name in world music.
The Frankfurter Hamburgers? You've got to be joking.
I wish we were.
Yeah, we make music that's good enough to eat.
What?
That's what he said.
And you've accepted this?
Well, who are we to argue? He's the expert.
Yeah, and besides, his track record for developing new bands is amazing.
Anyway, he's the boss. We have no choice.
Yes, you do. You can get a new manager. You haven't signed a contract with him or anything, have you?
Not yet. We see how things go this week and then we decide.
Look, we've agreed to a trial, okay? So we have to go along with it. Besides, who knows? By the end of the week, it could all be different.
And when does it all start?
Tomorrow.
In Hamburg.
Hamburg. I love it. One of my favorite cities in Europe. You know that this is where the Beatles had their first big break?
Really?
Absolutely. Hamburg has opened many doors to many musical careers. If you succeed here, the world is your oyster.
Albert, can I ask a question?
It's a free world, Sam. Ask away.
Where are we actually going right now?
We are going to create the new you.
Pardon?
Yes, I know I'm falling when I hear you calling. I can't help but run to your side. Oh, baby, now I feel sweet sensations without conversations. It gets so warm inside when I look into your eyes.
All right, let's see the full effect now. Unbelievable. What do you think?
Unbelievable.
Today's music scene has nobody in it like this.
Nobody.
But the 60s were like decades ago. Won't we just come across as out of date?
Do you really think this is us?
Of course it's not. That's the point. You have to forget about Sam, Lucy, and Jack.
Forget them.
They're the old you.
Yesterday's people.
The ancient past.
History.
But even if you're right,
Which I am.
Completely.
don't you think that there should be something about us that's a little bit more, well, today?
Greta, do you have an idea?
I have an idea.
Great idea, Greta. Nobody wore tattoos in the 60s. But now, they're the fashion item of choice.
Everyone has one.
So, what happens now?
Now, we present you to the world.
Wait, do we seriously want to do this?
We gave our word, remember?
Yeah, but I didn't think it'd mean having to dress up like my grandfather.
You actually look kind of cool. In a weird sort of way.
Thanks. Don't comment on what I think you two look like.
Look, he might be right. 60s retro's coming back. A bit.
Well, I hope so, because right now it feels like I've jumped into some sort of weird time warp.
What's the plan? What are we doing here?
I'm glad you asked, Lucy. Look around you guys. This is the Hafen City. Biggest construction zone in Europe.
We don't quite see what it's got to do with us.
Two things. One, we film your 60s look against the latest modern architecture. It'll give you a real contemporary edge.
And two?
It gives our Hamburg sponsor a chance to see you associated with his city.
Value for money.
Big money.
Okay, so what do we do?
What you do best? Sing.
Glam rocking party only here for the night. We got the hairstyle and the dresses are tight. The vibe is building and we're reaching new heights. We got the look and it's way out of sight.
So what did you think?
It was, interesting.
Yeah, it was certainly different.
And what do you think of our look?
Your look.
Yeah. Yeah, the fabulous retro 60s look with the contemporary touch provided by the tattoos.
It was very interesting.
Yeah. It was certainly different.
Interesting and different.
Yeah, that just about sums it up.
I personally think you looked ridiculous. I mean, the whole thing is just ridiculous. It's like you stepped into some weird, ridiculous time warp.
Funny you should say that.
I'm sorry to hurt your feelings, but I wouldn't be much of a friend if I didn't tell you what I honestly thought.
It's okay, Lily. We appreciate what you're saying.
I mean, why can't you just be who you really are? Be authentic.
Be authentic. That's what you want.
We've thought about it a lot, Albert.
We wouldn't be saying it if it wasn't what we really believe.
Yeah, it's not like we're ungrateful or anything.
It's perfectly all right, Jack. Actually, guys, you're not gonna believe this, but I came to the same conclusion myself.
You did? That's great.
You have no idea how relieved you just made us feel.
As soon as Greta and I watched the video last night, we knew we had gone down the wrong road.
It was the wrong road.
So, we came in early this morning and went through your files in detail. No stone was left unturned.
None at all.
And we discovered, Jack, that your parents' jobs are
Landscape gardeners.
your father, Lucy,
He's an electrician.
Sam's parents are
Well, they're both scientists. Why?
authenticity. Sam, we go straight to your family backgrounds for inspiration. We don't hide who you are. We flaunt it.
Sounds great in theory. Okay. So how do we do it?
All right, let me see my vision come to life.
Looking for a word to describe him, Greta. What is it?
Awesome.
No.
Amazing.
No.
Unbelievable.
Yes. Unbelievable.
And how about this for location, guys? You want authentic? Doesn't get more authentic than this.
What exactly am I doing as a nurse?
It's a dangerous world here, Sam. An industrial accident could only be seconds away.
And you are ready to tackle any emergency.
But my parents are scientists, not medics.
Science, medicine, it's all the same.
Albert, don't you think that maybe...
Sam, time for thinking is past. Now it's time for action.
The flashy cameras as we walk through the door. Designer fashion almost breaking the law. The paparazzi always asking what for. A photograph of us behaving hardcore. We're gonna celebrate tonight. 2, 3, 4. Let's follow the sun. Everyone come. We're on the run and happy. Let's follow the sun. This party's begun. We're on the run and happy.
Well,
Well, Marcus,
How do I put this?
Let me see if I can help you out. It was, what was it? Different?
yes, good word.
Yes, and it was interesting.
That's it. Interesting.
Meaning it was basically a heap of garbage, right?
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say that.
I would. What are you guys trying to prove?
Lily, we're not trying to prove anything. We're just doing what one of Germany's biggest music entrepreneurs tells us to do.
And are you comfortable with that?
well, Not really.
Maybe we just need to give it some time, get used to it.
Lucy, there is no way we're gonna get used to looking like that. Did you see my hat?
So what are you gonna do now?
Guys, good to see you. Would you like some breakfast?
No thanks, Albert.
We already ate.
Your faces suggest you have something on your minds.
Yeah, well, we've been doing some thinking.
Thinking, eh? Thinking can be very dangerous, not to mention tiring. You better sit down. So, tell me about this thinking of yours. Where's it taking you?
Actually, Albert, it's taken us right back to where we started.
Meaning?
Meaning here, us, the people you see in front of you.
What Sam's trying to say, Albert, is look at us. We're basically just three dudes from the Australian suburbs.
Oh, we can't be who we're not. No matter how much makeup you put on us or fancy clothes we dress in.
We just feel like a bunch of fakes. And if we feel fake, then we play fake.
Yeah, and if there's one thing audiences everywhere hate, it's fake. I mean, they can spot it a mile off.
Yeah, and if we try to fake it, we won't last a second. We'll be dead in the water after our first gig.
Okay. I get it. Now it's my turn to do some thinking. Tell me what I'm thinking, Greta.
You're thinking maybe they have something?
Maybe you have something. What else?
Maybe we should try what they suggest.
And maybe we should try what you suggest.
You mean we can just be like this? No gimmicks, no makeovers, just be ourselves?
That's what I'm thinking. Is that what I'm thinking?
That's what he's thinking.
Oh, perfect.
That's so good to hear.
I'm sure you won't regret it.
Okay, so we've got one more day to show the world what you're made of. And I've already got a great location in mind. Have you got a location?
We've got a location.
And I want you there. First thing in the morning, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and ready to rock.
We'll be there.
You can count on it.
Hi, Greta. Albert.
Good morning, hamburgers.
Yeah, Frankfurters.
That is the next thing that has got to go. That band name is truly appalling.
One battle at a time. Let's just nail this performance.
So, what do you think of the setting?
It's certainly natural.
Exactly. Nothing fake, nothing artificial.
Right. Well, we're about ready to go.
Good. So, I'll leave you guys with Greta and look forward to seeing the tape later. Do yourselves proud, guys.
Let's follow the sun. Everyone come. We're on the run and happy. Let's follow the sun. This party's begun. We're on the run and happy.
It's amazing what a simple thing like just being ourselves can mean. Suddenly we had confidence again, and suddenly the music was all that mattered. This was exactly how things should be.
What's going on?
Tell me.
We stand for animal rights. The Frankfurter hamburgers are meat-loving monsters. Animal rights. They have no morals and they have no shame. Frankfurter hamburgers, go home. We don't need you and we don't want you. Animal rights. We stand for animal rights. Animal rights. Animal rights. We stand for animal rights.
What was that all about?
I have no idea.
Well, obviously, we've become a prime target for animal rights activists. I told you this name was no good.
How did they find us here?
Well, it's a small town where it gets around fast.
This is too depressing for words. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
What? We're not quitting, are we?
No way. We'll clean this up and go again.
Yeah, sure thing. I'll be back in 5. Excuse me.
Oh, hi.
Look, I just want to get one thing absolutely clear, okay? Our band, we are not against animal rights. Okay, actually, we're all for them.
Fine. Happy to hear it.
So you're not angry with us anymore?
We weren't angry to start with.
What? Then why did you come and disrupt us like that?
We were paid to.
Sorry, what's that now?
We're drama students. We get hired to do all sorts of gigs. This was our first time as protesters, though.
So what you're saying is that all that stuff out there, that wasn't real?
No, of course not. But I'm glad you thought it was. It means the performance was convincing, right?
Yeah, it was convincing, all right.
Great. Maybe Mr. Sharon might give us a bonus.
Sharon? That's who hired you, Albert Sharon.
Yeah, he wanted us to give your video an extra edge. I hope we've been helpful.
Oh, yes. Yes, you've been helpful, all right.
Good luck with your music.
So here we are, back with a man who we thought could make our dreams come true. But now, the only thing we felt was betrayal.
Betrayal. Betrayal. How could you even think that?
That little stunt you pulled this morning is a pretty good place to start.
Why did you do it?
Why? I'll show you why. Here, look at these. Pure gold. By tomorrow morning, they'll be on the front page of every newspaper in the country.
Why would the papers print these?
Why? Innocent band attacked by mad protesters? It's a great story.
But it's not true. I mean, you paid these protesters. They're not even protesters.
We know that, but the papers don't.
Oh, so you'd lie to the papers?
Only for a day, Sam. Then we tell them we discovered it was a hoax, and you were the innocent victims. Then they'll publish that story too.
But what's the point?
The point, Lucy, is that overnight, everyone in Germany will know all about the Frankfurter hamburgers.
Yeah, but why do we have to do all this stuff? Why can't we just be who we are and play our music?
They don't understand anything, do they?
They don't understand.
Wait, you're totally right. We don't understand. Please, tell us what's going on.
There's a million pop groups out there.
A million.
The difference between the ones that make it and those who don't can be summarized in one word. Marketing.
Marketing.
It happens when your band becomes a brand.
A brand that sells t-shirts, caps, drink mugs, bags.
Then you bring out your own fashion label.
Then a cosmetics line.
But what about our music?
Doesn't that count for anything?
Open your eyes, guys. Look at all the megastars today. The boy bands, the girl bands, the solo sensations, everything. The hair, the clothes, the music. It's all manufactured. It's not talent. It's marketing, marketing, marketing.
It's marketing.
So you think that this marketing will turn us into a success?
Maybe. Maybe not. It's a gamble. Even with my talents behind them, only 1 in 10 men succeed.
They are not very good odds.
That's life.
That's life.
Okay, look. I can see you're unsure. Go home, discuss it, and get back to me with your decision by 6 o'clock tonight. If it's a yes, the pictures go out to the papers. If it's a no, we say bye-bye. It's your future. You decide.
You decide.
I have to say this about Albert. He certainly knows how to throw out a challenge. But in the end, we did decide, and it was the only decision possible.
See you back home soon, eh?
You bet.
Well, there'll be no more Philly Bees or Albert Sharons or anybody else. It'll just be us.
I can live with that.
And no more hamburgers or frankfurters.
Then I can definitely live with that.
See you, Sammy.
Be good.
Aren't I always?
I'll get back to you on that.
It wasn't really the dream ending to Jack and Lucy's trip to Germany. But maybe Albert had done us a favor after all. Like he said, it was our future and we had to take charge of it. And you can be absolutely sure about one thing. If we do have a future, it'll be as a band and never as a brand.
When you've been away from home as long as Sam and I have, every so often you can't help feeling a tiny bit homesick. Sam usually deals with it by getting Lucy to send over some of her favourite Aussie foods. I get more football sick than homesick, and the only remedy is to drag out the old team jumper and listen to a game. Aussie rules, of course.
shoots past the Randy. He stops, drops, onto his left foot to Callahan, who strikes away from the
Smarties.
Callahan is goal!
Yes! Oops.
I feel really bad about this, but there's no point in telling anyone, is there? I mean, I am the Baron of the castle, so it's just my own stuff that I've broken, right?
This way, everyone. Try and keep up.
Great. Trust Lily to pick now to drag in some tourists. Time to get out of here.
And this is our library. It has a wonderful collection of fascinating antique books. Take this one, for example. A History of German Plumbing. Right. Now let's move through to the portrait gallery. This way.
It's weird how sometimes one silly little accident can set in motion a whole chain of consequences. Things you couldn't possibly predict. And yep, you've guessed it. This silly little accident was about to prove the point. Big time.
Okay, thanks for that, Daddy. Oh, and one other thing. I think one of the tourists broke this. Shall I glue it back together or just toss it out?
To toss it out? Lily, those figurines are precious family mementos.
No, they're not. They're cheap replicas. Aunt Wilhelmina gave them to us because no one else in the family would take them.
That's beside the point. If Wilhelmina visits and sees they aren't there, she'd explode. I can't believe the tourist would break such an item and not even tell someone.
Wait a minute, guys.
It's clear that whoever did this lacked any sense of decency. No von Hasenburg would ever behave so disgracefully.
Ben, did you say something?
Nothing important. Okay, I know I should own up, and I will, I promise. Just not right now. I mean, the way the Baron's carrying on, it would only upset him even more, right?
But this isn't really about one figurine, darling. It's about the security of the entire castle. If something like this can happen, we've clearly become far too lax.
I don't think our security is lax. Anyway, unless you want to hire an army of security guards, I can't see what we can do about it.
There is one solution.
Of course there is. What is it, Marcus?
Surveillance cameras. I could rig them up in all the rooms, then we can keep an eye on everything.
Exactly what I was thinking.
But surveillance cameras, isn't that a bit drastic?
Very drastic. And who'll watch the screens all day? We can't afford to hire someone, Daddy.
Maybe I could do it.
You're in Australia.
That's not a problem. I can feed the video to a secure website and give him an access code.
See? Modern technology.
Huh? Sorry, Daddy. You're dropping out. Marcus, what were you thinking? Daddy will be able to watch our every move. It'll be a nightmare.
Sorry.
What do we do? We'll have to spend all day hiding in our rooms.
Or the cellar.
Don't worry. I'll restrict the cameras to a few main rooms, and we'll just have to watch what we say.
Or go mad in the process.
Oh, good. You're back.
Are you sure about this, Daddy? I mean, with the time difference, you'll have to stay up half the night.
I don't mind. I'll watch the screens after work. It'll be better than television. And it will help me feel much less homesick.
So here's the first consequence of my little accident. We've suddenly got security cameras all over the castle. And I've got a feeling the cameras is just the beginning.
That's the last one. Now, we just have to turn on the system. Okay, Lily, tell the Baron it's online now.
Daddy, can you see anything?
Yes, it's crystal clear. I feel like I'm home already.
Good job, Marcus.
So from now on, I will be able to watch everything that happens in the castle. Isn't that brilliant?
I'm not sure if everybody else realizes this, but I think we just turned the Baron into Big Brother. For real.
Are you sure the kids are able to walk along this?
It's not hard. Try it.
Baron von Hasenburg?
Yes.
Baron, are you all right?
Yes. I'm fine, thank you, Sophie.
I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't put you off.
No. We do these stunts just to
to...
Test out every possible situation the students might encounter.
Oh, I see. Anyway, I'm Fraser Collins.
Baron Philipp von Habsburg. What can I do for you?
I run a tour company that takes Australians through Europe. We've been searching for a new attraction in the middle of Germany, and we think that your castle might fit the bill.
Really? Well, we're certainly open to the idea.
Excellent. Now, we've only seen a few pictures of the exterior of the castle, and before we commit, we'd like to check out the interior to make sure it's the sort of place that Australian tourists will like.
Yeah, of course. We can organize some photos to be sent over immediately. Can't we, Sophie?
Definitely. Or perhaps we could use the new video cameras instead.
Excellent idea. Mr. Collins, how would you like to have a virtual tour of the castle over the internet?
That sounds perfect. Look, my business partners will be in town on Wednesday afternoon. Perhaps we could drop by then and take the tour.
Excellent. I look forward to it very much.
Thank you very much indeed. Bye.
Oh, that's great news, Daddy.
Yeah, regular tourist bus visits would be a nice little earner.
Right, but we have to make absolutely sure we land the deal. So, I've come up with a perfect plan.
What sort of plan exactly?
We're going to give the castle a makeover.
A makeover? What sort of makeover?
Daddy, the castle's perfectly all right as it is.
Please, darling, let me explain. I don't think you realize we have a unique selling point for Australian visitors.
What's that?
You and your sister, of course. You two are genuine Australian aristocrats. Possibly the only ones in existence. We have to take advantage of that.
How?
Simple. We play up the castle's Australian aspects.
Daddy, the castle doesn't have any Australian aspects.
That's why we need a makeover. We're going to Australianize it.
Australianize?
I don't even know what that means, but I already know I hate it.
Maybe it won't be as bad as you think.
Are you serious? Turning the castle into some kind of tacky Australian theme park has to be the worst idea Daddy has ever had.
Possibly, but then it's had plenty of competition. Is there something wrong with the cameras, Marcus?
No. The Baron just asked me to install some speakers as well.
Speakers? What for?
So I can personally supervise the makeover from Australia. Isn't that a great idea, Lily?
It's so great. Words fail me.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Max.
Max. I should introduce you. Daddy, meet Max. Max, say hi to Daddy.
Hello, Baron.
How do you do, Max?
I thought Max could help us with a makeover. He has lots of practical skills.
I see. Anyway, all the Australiana I've ordered will arrive tomorrow morning, so we start the makeover then. Bright and early.
What is this horrible music?
Good morning, Germany. Australia's calling you.
Baron?
Rise and shine, sleepyheads. The day is getting away from us.
And so the Australianising process began. All under the Baron's close personal supervision, of course.
No. Don't put that there. On the other side looks better. That's not right either. Let's put it in another room. On second thoughts, just put it back where you had it. Come on, everyone. I want this place to look as Australian as kangaroo tail soup.
I don't know about everyone else, but this is driving me crazy. If I hear another wall speaker telling me what to do, I'm gonna scream.
Marcus?
Yes, Baron?
As we have a moment alone, I wonder if I might have a word.
Of course, Baron.
Just who exactly is this Max fellow?
Just a friend of Lily's, Baron.
He appears to be a very affectionate friend.
You know Lily. People naturally warm to her.
In my experience, people naturally run for their lives from her.
Yeah.
So, is he from a decent family?
I think so. They have quite a big farm nearby.
Lily's friend with a farmer? I've been away too long. Max, is it?
Hello, Baron.
I thought we might have a little chat, if you don't mind.
Yes, of course.
You live on a farm, I understand? So are you intending to become a farmer yourself?
I'm not sure. Probably.
Do you really think that farming is a suitable career? Given your obvious interest in my daughter, I mean.
Sorry. I'm not sure I understand.
Lily's an aristocrat. She has very cultivated tastes. There are some very pretty girls in the village, you know? Don't you think?
Daddy, what are you doing?
Well, just chatting away with Max here. Right, Max?
Right, Baron.
Can you excuse us, please, Max?
Sure.
How dare you interrogate poor Max like that? You were trying to scare him off, weren't you?
No! Well, not exactly.
Daddy, if you don't behave yourself, I'll switch off all these stupid cameras right now.
Don't do that, darling. I promise I'll be good. Truly, I will.
G'day, mate. How's it going? Sorry, just practicing. Today's the virtual tour, and I am ready and raring to go. I've even tossed a few prawns on the barbie.
Good morning, Ben.
Oh, good morning, Karen. Remember?
Oh, sorry. Good eye, mate.
Yeah, getting there. Just keep practicing.
Okay. Good eye, mate. Good eye, mate. Good eye, mate.
Anyway, since Sam and I will be the virtual tour guides, I better make sure everything's set to go.
I don't see why I had to get dressed up as well.
Marcus, stop complaining. Sam, Ben, are you ready to rehearse those lines Daddy gave you?
If we must.
Camera ready?
Mm-hmm.
And action.
G'day, everyone. Welcome to Germany's only true blue Aussie castle.
We're gonna be your dinky dye Aussie tour guides.
I'm Baron Ben.
And I'm Baroness Sam.
We're the Aussie aristocrats from down under.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Our next stop is the big prawn room.
With pictures of all the great Aussie icons. Ripper, eh?
And this is the outback room.
Check out the Bonza Aussie decor.
And this is the Aussie bush room.
Where all us Aussies can feel like we never left home.
Mr. Collins.
Ah, good afternoon. Is the Baron about?
Oh, sorry, he's gone into town. We weren't expecting you until later.
Oh, well, that's all right. I just wanted to drop by early and see that everything was ready.
Oh, don't worry, the Baron has everything organised.
Oh, that's great. You know, we've been looking for a really top-class, authentic German experience for our clients, and we all think this could be it.
When you say authentic, how authentic do you mean exactly?
Well, real German history and culture, that's what we're after. A genuine trip back into Germany's past.
So something very different to Australia.
Oh, absolutely. Why would anyone travel all the way to Europe to see what you can already get here? Might as well stay at home, right?
Ah, yes. Couldn't agree more.
They want an authentic German experience?
That's what he said.
And thanks to Daddy, we're offering a fake Australian one. Have you told him about it?
No, he's in town getting food for the meeting and his mobile's here on charge.
Of course.
What are we going to do, Lily?
What we should have done in the first place. Throw Daddy's idea out the castle window. Okay, everyone, I have bad news and worse news.
Can we have the bad news first?
We have to Germanize the entire castle.
Germanized?
Change everything back to how it was.
You're kidding.
So what's the worst news?
We have less than 2 hours to do it in. So let's get started. Come on.
goodness you're back. There's been a change of plan.
I'm sorry, what's your plan?
Oh, well, Fraser Collins dropped by earlier and told me that...
Fraser! Good to see you.
And you. May I introduce my business partners? This is Rachel Williams and Paul Bellini.
So nice to meet you. And I'm sure you're going to love the castle.
Shall we begin?
Follow me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the virtual tour of our castle. Are we all ready? Hello? Anybody home?
G'day. Hello, everyone. I'm Baron Benjamin von Hasenberg, and I'll be your tour guide today, along with
me, Lily von Hasenburg.
Here we are in the big prawn room. I mean the portrait gallery.
These portraits show the long and noble history of the von Hasenburg family, one of the most German families in all of Germany.
That's right. They're more German than bratwurst with sauerkraut.
Just a moment, please, Lily. What's going on? What have they done?
This is what Fraser wanted, Baron.
He did?
Is there a problem here, Baron?
No. No, just a minor technical hitch.
So, let's go on to the big
banana room.
Don't you mean the von Hasenburg Library, Baron Ben?
Oh, yes, the library, which is extremely German too. Mega German.
And very authentic.
And sadly, this is where our tour of the von Hasenburg Castle comes to an end.
But we hope you enjoyed the whole authentically German experience.
Goodbye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Baron.
Oh, it's over?
Well, okay, Baron, thank you. We need to talk this over, and we'll get back to you with our decision very soon. Thank you very much.
Yes, of course, Fraser. What on earth was that? Why did you change everything without asking me?
Didn't Sophie tell you?
Tell me what?
Fraser stopped by this morning and said that they wanted an authentic German experience, a real German culture and real German history.
That's why we had to change the whole thing, Daddy.
I don't care what Fraser said. It's obvious that he hated it. They all did. Did you see the looks on their faces?
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. It went down like a lead balloon in a hurricane.
Sorry, guys. I guess this is my fault. I shouldn't have taken Fraser so literally.
The next day, Sophie and the Baron were still recovering from the virtual tour disaster when...
Good morning, Baron.
Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting to see you anytime soon.
Well, I thought I'd give you our decision in person. My partners and I were unanimous. We've decided...
It's all right. You don't need to go on. The castle's not even close to what you're looking for, is it?
How did you get that impression?
Oh, I've always been good at reading people's reactions. I'm sorry we wasted your time.
Baron, listen to me. We loved it.
What?
Really?
We thought the castle was perfect. Exactly what we're looking for.
And you think Australian tourists will like it?
Like it. They will love it.
Good morning, everyone.
Daddy, please, we're not in the mood for another lecture.
No lecture. I just thought I'd tell you that Fraser came to see me this morning and...
You really want to hear this?
He said the castle was exactly what they were looking for. In fact, he's just signed the deal now.
He signed the deal? That's fantastic.
But why did you tell us they all hated it?
Well, I may have misread the mood slightly.
Slightly? I think you owe us all an apology, Daddy, because we're the ones who saved the whole thing.
Well, yes. Yes, I suppose you did.
And you know what? I think we should celebrate our success by taking all these silly cameras down.
Take the cameras down? Why?
Because we hate them. It's like living in a goldfish bowl, and I never liked goldfish anyway.
But darling, the cameras are for keeping an eye on the tourists, remember? We don't want any more ornaments smashed, do we?
Okay, I think it's confession time. Actually, it wasn't exactly a tourist who broke the figurine. It was me.
You?
Ben, why didn't you own up to it before?
Unbelievable! You do realize you're the cause of all this, don't you?
Yeah, sorry.
But I still don't think we should get rid of the cameras, darling.
Daddy?
I promise I'll only watch the screens when tourists are there. And it's so nice for me to keep in touch with the castle like this. I get so homesick being away from everything.
Great barons think alike, eh? I mean, it was my homesickness that got me into this whole mess in the first place, so I can understand where Philip's coming from here. No way that Lily will ever agree, though.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Guess I got that wrong.
Thank you so much, darling. This will make the long, lonely nights out here pass so much more quickly.
Right. Time to get out of here before anyone notices.
Don't go anywhere, Ben. I'm not finished with you yet.
So here's the final consequence of my accident. I'm now Lily's personal slave for a week. She reckons that's the least I can do after all the pain and suffering I've caused her. Your juice, madam?
About time, slave. Before you leave, I'd like another foot massage.
Seriously?
What did you say, slave?
I mean, it would be a great pleasure, madam. I'm here to serve.
Don't turn the page yet, darling. I haven't finished.
Daddy, you're reading over my shoulder. Okay, that's the last straw. I'm definitely turning all those cameras off. Right now.
Now, Lily, there's no need to overreact.
I'm not overreacting. Anyway, this is for your benefit too.
My benefit?
Yes, this way you won't be staying up half the night straining your eyes.
But it keeps me in touch with the castle. Otherwise, I get terribly homesick.
Daddy, I'm sure you'll cope.
Oh, you're being cruel. This is sensory deprivation. Can't you just leave one camera on?
Sorry, Daddy. You had your chance.
Please, darling.
Good night.